Hey, it's Miles with Screen Analyzer with the Guyedlines crew, and we're here with
Tristan.
And Alex?
and today we're going to talk about the new controversial slash epic Power Rangers short film on YouTube. So, what y'all want to start with?
What do you guys think of the storyline?
I like the concept that he had with it. When I first originally saw it, I think I went to you, and I was like, I like the concept he had with it. Like he twisted the idea and he made it dark. And the storyline starts with, I believe, Kimberly and Billy. Billy's interviewing Kimberly or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying to figure out who killed who, or
Well,
no, he was
I think he assumed Kimberly did it,
okay.
but you don't really get that till the end of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we know we know who watched
Spoiler
it.
alert,
Yeah.
by the way.
Spoiler alert. I mean,
If you didn't watch it, go watch it first. Come back.
yeah, I mean, should add that in the tagline.
Yeah.
But the storyline. The storyline is basically just flashbacks. It's a series of flashbacks, and we see that in movies I can't think of right now.
hmm
But
It didn't seem that original. I think the whole concept of it being Power Rangers and being
yeah,
a kids show
Mhm.
from the 90s that was updated
Yeah.
and made more mature.
it's
I felt like it was a mashup of a lot of different series and games. Like the first thing I noticed when I saw the head half cut off, well, the head was cut off on the sand,
you thought of
was the Halo Reach. That was one of my favorite scenes. The storyline, it was. I think you had to watch it twice to really understand
Yeah, you
what
did.
was
'Cause
going
that was
on.
the second time I was watching it. I was like,
It wasn't really clear. I'm not sure if it was because it was rushed and there was so much action going on that we were so absorbed with the action rather than
You got caught
what's
up in it.
yeah. So I'm not really sure, but if I had to rate it out of 10 for the total storyline, I would give it a 7 because of how often you have to watch it, just to really understand what character is who and what's really going on.
what about you, Al?
If I were to rate it,
The storyline alone.
I would give it a 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would give it. A 6.
Right.
And honestly, I would say it was well done. At the same time, it could have been better.
I think
Everything
for
could have
what
been
it
better.
it was really well done.
It was really
Being
well done, but
some quick YouTube thing just
Yeah.
to get an
Mhm.
idea. out there.
Definitely.
hmm
I think it was tight, but as far as, I think it could have been a lot better
yeah,
if it wanted to go professional or.
yeah. I mean, of course, you want to go professional, but it was pretty damn well done for a YouTube. Like
It was. It reminded me of the Halo series.
yeah, what I saw when I first saw it, to be honest, dude, I thought of Halo series, but then, and this is going into like what I also thought about it. I saw like key concepts or themes, similar themes to like Blade Runner, the movie with Harrison Ford, where
I've
he,
seen it.
well, I've seen parts of it. I know enough
Mhm.
to like, and I always see scenery, but I've seen enough of it as a child, but I can't remember too much about it. But that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Yeah,
Blade
it
Runner.
had the same like dirty.
It did like dark
like
sci-fi.
Warzone.
Yeah.
Armageddon type feel to it.
Yeah. And also another, like you said, it was Halo,
Uh-huh.
and I just said it had some key concepts that made it look like Blade Runner. I also saw that one scene when Kimberly was in the car with Jason, and right after they got married,
Yeah.
and Jason got shot. It was a bloody murder.
I think he died too quickly. I didn't really like that.
What do you mean he died too quickly? It was a flashback.
Yes, but he was the first to die, and the story was rather short. I mean, look at the Black Ranger story. That story was pretty epic.
It
And then you
was.
compare it to the Red story. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was
they got married
Jason
and
until
he
we
died.
started realizing that they were just killing off the original
Yeah,
Power
that's
Rangers.
true. That's true. Well, he did wear a red shirt, and
Yeah,
it looked
I
like
guess.
a Jason type of character.
I mean, as a leader,
Yeah.
or the second leader, depending on if you like Tommy or Jason,
Mhm.
I think he should have had a more epic.
Yeah, that's what I thought it had.
Mhm. All right. So, what do you guys think about the characters? Then, did they do a good job adapting the
Dawson.
old series to this new thing?
Dawson's Creek. That's
That's where he's from.
I said,
oh my god.
he's Dawson's Creek. I don't know how he got him. I mean, I watched his interview. Make sure after you watch the short film, go watch his interview. You can tell that he may seem a little weird, but who wouldn't be weird making this? But he's also a creative genius, and he'll go into depth of how he knows these people. He basically just says he's friends with them, but I still don't.
You don't know how he got into
Yeah,
it.
I mean, and like I want to know the question: was this profitable? Like, are they making money off of this? Are they not? I mean, how did he convince? I mean, you can only go so long with friends doing a short film like
Yeah.
that. I mean, what do you think?
My take on the whole if he has enough money to pay them or not. I mean,
Mhm.
you also have to think that this could be a resume builder. I mean, the way how great this was, if it were to actually turn something bigger.
For all of them. For
Yeah.
Right, yeah, for everybody, for the special effects team,
Mhm.
for the characters in there, it was whether they got paid or not, they're gonna get a lot more out of this,
Mhm.
even if they weren't paid.
I think honestly, but with the characters, although I mean whether not paid, he did do a great job of choosing these casts to me. Like Jason looks like a Jason.
Yeah, they all look like how they were supposed to
Yeah,
look.
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek does look like an older version of Billy from my
Yeah,
memory.
you know what, you're right. If
And
that's Billy.
yeah, and Kimberly looks like Kimberly. I will talk about the Yellow Ranger. They didn't show like an actual character of it. They just showed a
It's like a stock
picture.
picture.
It was a little lazy.
But she was a really pretty.
Yeah,
like,
she was bad.
Yeah, she was really pretty, and I thought they chose a great one for that. Like, hey, if they made an actual Power Rangers movie, you'd be like,
Yeah.
bruh, she actually kind of bad.
But you know what? The more I think about it, that picture, maybe I'm making stuff up. She did look really young, so she could have died a long time ago. That's probably why they excluded it.
She was like one of the first ones.
She was, yeah, I was about to say she was one of the first
Yeah,
ones
so
to go.
then, yeah.
Her and then like Jason or something. One looked like it committed suicide or.
There was one. There's one character on the desk, and I swear by it that it's Billy,
Mm-hmm.
but I really don't know. He was in the company, the tower.
Yeah,
His head was blown out.
Yeah, he shot himself or something like that. Out the
But
desk, boom.
then, I thought Billy was the one interrogating the Pink Ranger.
It wasn't Billy though. That Billy was interrogating the Pink Ranger.
But then who killed himself in the tower?
I don't know. That's why I mean that's one thing. Like that's one thing
So
why we got it.
that's part of the storyline.
Right.
That it didn't clarify who everyone
Yeah, who was
Yeah.
everyone was. But we do got to talk about Bulk and Skull. The two characters, you know, there was always
Oh,
the
I
skinny
forgot
one
about them.
and then the fat one, and they look like more like gangsters that sold meth on the side. To be honest with you,
But hold on now. You got to time out because now I'm seeing a conflict in the storyline again,
Mhm.
where assuming everyone's watched it,
Mhm.
we know who killed everyone.
Hmm.
So what I'm assuming now, whoever was interviewing Kimberly, the flashbacks we saw was what he thought happened because Bulk and Skull killed Jason in the first flashback.
Yeah, they did.
So it's a little weird
Mm-hmm.
from a storyline perspective.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but that's one thing we were talking about in terms of cons, how it didn't clarify too much,
Right.
and then something seemed off. Like it could have been a little more organized. But, I mean, honestly, I can't. I'm just a critic right now. Everybody wants to be a critic. But going off of that, another good topic would be the fight choreography.
I have a lot to say about the fight choreography. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it around an 8
Hmm.
Mhm.
for what it was, not for all-time greatest. I just give it 8 for being
Yeah.
YouTube. It was well put together. I would give the last fight between Tommy and the interrogator or Billy, not sure who it is.
Blue Ranger.
I would give it an 8.5 to 9, and then I would give the fight with the Black Ranger 7.5 to 7. I felt like the Black Ranger wasn't trained choreographically as well as Tommy was, and you could see it was a slower pace than the sword fight, which I thought was pretty good.
Hmm. And the CGI got to me during the Black Ranger fight because there were scenes where he was like ducking and dodging people, and he just moved way too quickly. And you
Like it was
couldn't-
fast forward.
Yeah, it looked really cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the scene that started off the whole fight when he threw his helmet and then knocked the guy out and started it on his head.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was honestly, I thought it was supposed to be cheesy, the fight scene.
That's
and
fair.
I think I agree. There were sections where it's like, oh, this looks just like the old Power Rangers.
Yeah, it
fight
does.
scene. And I like that.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
It does.
But when it was like trying to be like old Power Rangers fight scenes, but overly done,
Mhm.
it was like, I mean, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
I think the choreography, if it was well put together, like the moves that they did I liked it.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah, I
enjoyable
agree.
to
I
watch.
agree.
Just the speed of it, the flow of it, it wasn't there for me.
Mm-hmm. I'll just say this. It was basically like the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Mhm.
I think it was like Secret of the Ooze. I can't believe I remember that.
Something like
that was a good one.
It's
I
been
remember
about
that.
20 years since
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
20
40,
something.
guys.
Yeah, I'm 45. But it was like that meets Quentin Tarantino.
Mhm.
Like the gory of it.
Right.
It was like, cause I mean, let's be honest with you guys. This was a Power Rangers movie that went to a 5-year-old to a 35-year-old. I mean, it just went way off. It was mature. Like it was kind of like seeing the first Harry Potter to the last Harry Potter. It was more dark.
Mhm.
You know, a huge step to darkness. And I like that.
Yeah, and I liked. There's this whole trend that's going on for the past like 5 years or so.
Mhm.
Whenever the first Transformers came out,
Mhm.
where they're taking things from the '90s that we all liked
Mhm.
and upgrading it and making it more gritty
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
hardcore.
Mhm.
You know, like Transformers and like GI Joe and
Mhm.
stuff. They're all
Those
things
are
that
from the
think of
80s,
together.
actually.
Well, yeah, but still.
Yeah.
We watched it in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it. in the
Except
90s.
him, because he's 40.
Yeah. Yeah, it's becoming a trend.
I like the trend,
Mhm.
and I think just sometimes it can be easily overdone.
Of course, I mean,
you know,
Michael
when you
Bay
think
is
about
really
it-
criticized.
Yeah,
My little brother and sister, our kids, they're not going to be watching Power Rangers.
right.
So it's the only market left to market as something like this to
Is
is
us.
us.
Yeah,
So
I
if
agree.
you don't make it dark, ain't gonna watch it.
Yeah,
What does it have? 8 million views
Mhm.
one day?
Yeah, after one day.
but it'd be interesting if this movie, if they say they do make a Power Rangers movie, and it's not like it's going to take a kids show and make it more mature like they did with Power Rangers and GI Joe. But let's say they is like this in almost like a rated R setting.
Uh huh.
Once our children are born, or like the next generation that could be considered our children, they're gonna see it as that. They're not gonna see it as like go Mighty Morphin
That's
Power
fine.
Rangers every Saturday morning, something to watch while you eat your frosted flakes. Frosted flakes.
Not sponsored by them.
Yeah, not sponsored by them. They're not gonna remember it by that. They're gonna remember it like that. You know, let's look at this kid's generation. That's how they see Transformers. You know,
Yeah.
action heavy, hot
Right.
Megan Fox or hot British girl with Shia LaBeouf in it. They don't know the past Transformers that we had. We had like Beast Wars. We had some others. It was so many spin-offs. It got crazy that I can't remember. But they're not gonna remember that one.
On a side note,
Mm-hmm.
current cartoons suck.
Let's go.
Thanks for watching. This is Miles, the Screen Analyzer, and you just been Film Buff. Please subscribe.